Welcome back to SortitoutSI FC, the series where we're taking a brand new created club on Football Manager 2024 and trying to take them from League Two all the way to the Premier League. And obviously, because I create content over on the SortitoutSI channel, that is the club we have made. You join us today. It's middle of September in season number 1. We've played about 7 games in total, 5 in the league, 2 in the cup. Doing pretty well, surprisingly. We're sitting just in the edge of the playoff place, as you can see from the league table right here. A little bit of a recap of what's been going on. We are unbeaten at home. We've won every single home game since the start of the season. Lost away in the EFL Cup and away at Newport in the league with a draw, obviously, which we saw in the last episode. What we're going to do today is we're going to have a quick recap of the last couple of transfers, or free transfers, that we brought in at the end of the summer window. And then go through against MK Dons at home and Wrexham, a big clash away at the racecourse in the second game of today's episode. League table is looking pretty good, as we've said. 5 games in, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Goal difference of +3. Points, we're 5 behind Crawley, but got 2 games in hand because we've had a game moved from international duty because we've got 3 internationals in our side, apparently. But what we will do now is we'll have a quick look through the squad and the couple of transfers in that we've done at the end of the window. Obviously, we didn't go through every single player, but we did get a few more depth players for the right and left wing positions. So Lloyd Isgrove came in. He's had past experience with Bolton, for example, and Swindon, so he's got plenty of experience. 30-year-old Welshman on the right flank. And then Josh Kay also comes in. He can play on the left flank. 26-year-old, has plenty of experience at Barrow, a couple of games at Chesterfield as well. So he's in and around some decent level teams around about League Two, maybe a little bit lower. But we've got plenty of players in now. I think we're now up to 29 players in the squad, so we've definitely filled out the squad. The quality seems to be there as well, because the league performances have done quite well. In terms of goals, it's Claudio Osorio who's got most of them. 4 in 5 starts, 2 off the bench. Laurent Tolaj, who scored 2, he's been injured, so he's just getting back to fitness now. 2 in 2 appearances, 1 off the bench, obviously, in that first game. And then essentially everyone else who's been playing well. Goalkeeping-wise, we kind of seen a bit of a split. We're sort of alternating game on game, Garrett and Smith, but Garrett's performing better. I think it's because he's kind of been facing at home, which is where we've been playing stronger. But we'll see how if that continues today. In terms of finances, I've not really covered that in the first episodes. Of that transfer budget that we had, a lot of it has been used on signing fees, so we're down to under 200k transfer budget, but we're not going to touch the transfer budget. In terms of the wage budget, I think I was kind of a little bit generous in terms of what we had as sort of a placeholder at 50k per week. We're spending just under that. We're at 40k at the moment, but that leaves a little bit of breathing room, and we haven't actually spent above and beyond our means to get to the position we're in currently. Hopefully that will continue. Obviously not spent any money on transfers either. Bank balance is looking nice and healthy as well. We started out at £1 million and we're now at £1.6 million. So that's going good. Competitions wise, out of the EFL Cup, 1 win so far in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. FA Cup doesn't start for a while yet. We're going to get the draw very soon. I think we enter in November. Yeah, in November there in the first round. Right, without any further ado, we've got MK Dons at home. Our first home game of the series that we've seen on camera. And hopefully, Brisbane Road continues to be a fortress. We only lost once at Brisbane Road, and that was when we were away side against Leyton Orient in the EFL Cup. Right, the side is looking in the same familiar formation, 3 at the back, 4-2-1. So we've got Garrett in goal, alternating with Smith. And then in defence, Dimitriou, Wisdom, McClelland, Owen, Sesse, Woods and Jude Boyd in midfield. Gamble, Osorio as the shadow strikers, with Mothersill once again up top. We haven't managed to bring back Laurent Tolaj onto the bench yet. He's still fighting for fitness. He could play for half an hour, but we're just going to leave him off the bench. We've got enough cover on the bench with Cassidy, therefore, for a coverage for our strikers. But we're going to go into our first game of the day at home to MK Dons. Hopefully, the home form continues and we get another victory at home. It'll put us nice in the hunt for playoff football. We're going to go through and see whether we can keep winning at Brisbane Road. Obviously, it's night time. It's a midweek fixture. But we're ready underway. Obviously, I made some keeper kits as well in the editor. So we've got nice green kits at home. We haven't yet seen the away kit because we haven't played any games where the other side is blue on camera. So when we get to that, we've got a nice orange away kit for you to look at. But other than that, we've started poorly and nearly conceded. They've hit the inside of the post, have MK Dons. But they haven't scored, so that is okay. we will let that one slide. We'll bring the league table up as well whilst we're here. And you can see MK Dons middle of the table. We're just inside the playoffs. A point here will be good. A victory even better. And it's gone back to the MK Dons keeper. They're going to try and bring things down this left flank. Ball over the top, easily gathered by Garrett, who's getting a nice little rotation policy going in between the sticks for our goalkeepers. Neither one really cementing themselves as first choice of them. I think Garrett is potentially, because... Oh, that's a ball over the top. And as I say that, Dan Kemp scores for MK Dons and we go a goal behind. So, whilst Garrett has been cementing his place as first choice goalkeeper, not sufficiently because we are now losing. So, fantastic. Commentator's curse is in full effect. Straight back into another highlight, and they've scored again. 2 in as many minutes. This is atrocious. Atrocious defending. We're going to have to go a bit more positive and demand more as we are now 2 goals down after 15 minutes. So this is starting out well, going poorly rapidly. But can we turn things around? Osorio back to the goalkeeper. Osorio is very deep at the moment. He needs to be a bit further forward. He's been one of our main goal threats. As we mentioned, he's up top goal scorer so far in this early part of the campaign. Demetrio tries to go round but loses the ball. And it has gone all the way back to the MK Dons keeper. Can we do some pressing and intercept the ball? No. Ball over the top to Hendry. Can we get someone on the end of that to stop the ball in? And when McClellan manages to clear and we get rid of it, Mothersill holds it up nicely and takes it around his man. He needs some support. Back to Owen, inside to Sese, who is now advancing himself. Shoots from range, and it's a bit of a wasted effort. It was a good opportunity to get a shot away, but he should have done better or potentially not done a shot at all. And left it for someone on his outside. 25 minutes in, another highlight. The MK Dons corner, they've gone short. Can we stop the ball getting into the box? No, we can't. It's been passed back out. Plenty of space. They've saved over the bar. Really good save from Garrett to keep it down at 2. But another short corner. Go to the man at the short corner and stop him. Stop them from getting the ball into the box. They've done it again. Is that going to be a penalty? No, it's not. They've scored 3 goals in 25 minutes. I wish I hadn't come back for this game because this isn't going very well. We need to turn things around and quickly. McClellan from the back to Osorio. Can he make a turn of pace? No, he's gone backwards anyway. Held it up nicely. Mothersill's there. And Osorio, oh, that's poor. He just sort of let the ball go. And it's been taken back. And MK Dons are on whoa, no, they've overlap here. Ball into the middle. Not needed. 4-0. I mean, this is absolutely... This is the kind of performances I was expecting to happen during this season, and we've just gone absolutely nowhere. I'm going to have to berate them. We're going to have to try something. We're going to go more positive, more attacking. They've had 8 chances and scored 4 goals. We've had 6 and not even had a single real threat. Jude Boyd finds Osorio in the area. Back to Jude Boyd on the edge, shoots from range and scores. We're back in the game. Marco Jude Boyd, loan signing from QPR, has opened things up nicely with Osorio, and we've got 1 back before half-time. If we could get another and turn things around in the second half, that would be fantastic, but it looks like we're going to go in 4-1 down, unless this highlight here leads to something that isn't an MK Dons goal, because they're on the counter. They've got the overlap on the right flank, but they've gone backwards, thankfully. Hopefully they're just accepting of winning there, but that's a great interception from Owen. Osorio's free. Can he get a shot away? He can, and it's 2. It's 4-2 as we go into the break. This is a fantastic start to the turnaround. We are not done yet, and there's another highlight before we're still in added time. If we can get a third before the break, that will completely change the complexion of this game. Obviously, a 5th for MK Dons would do the same. Basically, a goal here just could either ruin or make the rest of this game. They're playing around at the back, wasting a bit of time. I feel like we're going to either see them break and catch us on... Oh, no, we've intercepted Osorio to Mothersill. Holds it up nicely to... Oh, Jude Boyd is through. Can he get around his man and get a ball in the box? He can. Back post. Mothersill's there. Headed clear. Sese's collected it on the area. Spread it wide to Woods. He does and shoots from range. And that's a cracking effort, but it's fizzed wide and the goalkeeper had it covered. Half-time 4-2. That is a completely different complexion compared to how things were with 5 minutes left of the half. But I'll take it. We'll go to the dressing room. We need to do better, essentially. How do we get them to do better? Do better, please. No changes at half-time so far, but we'll go a little bit further into the half and see if we can continue that momentum we've just been building. And we've started out nice and early with another highlight. Woods has gone from range, shoots, pushed wide for the corner. That was a good effort, and the goalkeeper clearly had it covered, but he shoved it wide. And we've got a corner that Owen is going to take. Riley Owen, 17-year-old, whips it into the box, and it's collected by McGilvray from the MK Dons goalkeeper. We're going to give it to about 60 minutes and then see where we are and what changes we can make, because we've not been playing poorly. We've just been every time MK Dons have had a chance that's been on target, it's gone in the back of the net. So it's kind of been poor in that sense of the word. Right, 60 minutes gone. We will have a look at our tactics now. We've paused the game. Riley Owen's looking a bit nervous. Who is playing poorly that we can bring off? Plenty of players, that is for sure. A change is needed in defence. Reece Bennett and Ethan Wassell are coming on for Demetriou and Wisdom. And then up front, Gamble has been quiet. I've not mentioned him once. We'll bring young Joe Hay on instead. And I'm tempted to bring Cassidy on up front for Malik Mothersill. I'm not sure about that goalkeeper rating, but we'll keep him in. I don't like changing goalkeeper mid-game unless I really need to. 6.3 isn't quite in that territory just yet. Hopefully, last 20 minutes will turn things around a bit more. We need to push on, berate them once again, see if we can push them on and to get them a little bit more involved in the game. We had plenty of chances at the corner again. Owen whips in, curling in, it's cleared, but only so far as Osorio, who collects it again back to Owen's going to put a ball in and score. Riley Owen gets his first goal of the season. He's already our youngest player because obviously we've only had the 28 we've got in the squad right now, and it's 3-4, and we've got a highlight straight away again from the kickoff. Obviously, if you've noticed, we've not got replays on, so we're not messing around looking at replays. It was a great goal by Riley Owen. I saw it coming, opened up space from Osorio collecting the rebounded corner, but hopefully we can hang on and not concede a fifth. And that's a great interception from Hay, the substitute, who goes back aside. Osario's there, back out to Jude Boyd, who's got plenty of space to do something. There are men gathering in the middle. Ball in, Osario's there, and Osario's got his 6th goal of the season. It's 4-4. This has been an absolutely cracking game of football. 4-0 down, 4-4 now with 15 minutes left to play, and we've got another free kick. Hey, with a great effort, and it's just over the bar. We could have gone ahead straight away there. So it says, according to the XG, it's been very level. We're going to pause again with 10 minutes to go and make our final couple of changes. But looking at that, Osorio, 9.7 rating, a couple of goals. I'm sure he's got an assist in there as well. He has been a great addition to this side. Obviously, all of the players are an addition to the side. We're going to bring... can we make some changes here? Bring Hay back a little bit and bring Maguire up onto the shadow striker position. And then one more change needs to be made. Who is looking a little bit tired? Tired legs for Jude Arkle-Brown. We'll bring Isgrove back on now. We've actually got... Oh, we can't make any more. So we've made 5 subs already. Okay, we'll go with that. I was going to say we'll save his legs and bring Isgrove on, who's one of our new signings, and providing that depth on the right wing. But can we encourage for the last 5 minutes of the game and steal a winner? I mean, I'll be happy with a point after being 4-0 down after half an hour, which looks like it might be happening. We're fizzling out to a draw here. And what an incredible game. Just look at that. 4-0 after 27 minutes, and we've somehow managed to pull it back to 4-4. 2 goals before half-time changed the tide, and then 2 goals in quick succession around the 75-minute mark has completely put things on its head. 2 goals, 2 assists for Osorio, 10 rating, involved in absolutely everything good. It's a brilliant comeback, well done. Not what I was expecting when this game started, that's for sure. We're staying in 6th place. We've got a game in hand on Crawley at the top, but we're back level with everyone else who's played 6 games as well. But Osorio was starred, that is for sure. We've made to rue missed chances with a 4-4, but there we go. Demetriou obviously coming back from injury now, back into the side, and he makes his first appearance. But Osorio is definitely the star of the day so far, and that takes his goal tally up to 6. And we'll be back in a few moments as we go to Wrexham away for our second game of the day. Okay, then we're back. It's time. It's Saturday afternoon. We're away at Wrexham, and we are not expected to do very well, even though they are down in 18th place, despite all of their money that they've been spending to get their squad into the position it's in. We've made a couple of changes to the starting lineup. We brought Kirby in midfield and Hay as well to replace Gamble. And then in, obviously, goalkeeping, we've switched again for Smith now in there. We've also brought Spencer Adams onto the bench after his international duty, and Tolaj is back as well on the bench as well. Now we're getting back towards full fitness. He can probably play half an hour or a full half of the game. We shall see, but he'll probably be coming on at some point in the second half. We're going to go with this 11. Not much else has changed. Obviously, I've mentioned the few changes, so I don't need to go through them again. And we're going to go to kick off at the racecourse, and hopefully we'll make it up onto the Netflix documentary and do really well. Pressure is all on the opposition side, so let's just go out there and win some games. Phil Parkinson's Wrexham is clearly better than us, but we shall see how we get on. We've 4 goals in the last game, so if we can just tighten up our defence a little bit, we might be able to do something better than what we've seen recently. Obviously, still in the blue kit because we're away against a side who play in red, so the orange strip does not get featured once again. Neither does the fetching pink goalkeeper shirt, but we will get that at some point in the future. Right, we are building from the back. Woods is still on the pitch. He was not the one who was replaced. He was just shifted across midfield as we brought in Kirby there. Sorry, I was managed to find Hay, who starts the game for the first time and very nearly gets the first goal of the game 3 minutes in. I think it's his first start. It might be his second, but never mind about that technicality there. But first chance of the game goes SortitoutSI's way, and so far it's been a promising start. Wrexham have been nice and quiet. So that 12 minutes in, we've not seen anything really of the game. But Osario's got it again in the middle, and he's wasted it straight there. And Cannon over the top to Cannon, and he scored. Andy Cannon gets his first goal of the season, Mullin with the assist. And as we really expected, Wrexham winning. But we went behind quite sufficiently in the last game and managed to pull it back to a 4-4 draw. We'll demand more at 20 minutes. 2 shots apiece. They've just scored one of theirs and we haven't, essentially. It's been so far so good. We've got the heat map here on screen as well. You can see where the players are actually playing, which is kind of in line with where I want them to be. We've not been too open at the back, I say that. We conceded 4 in the last game and we are probably going to concede a second here, which we have. Another first goal of the season. So Wrexham have played really poorly until they face us, which is typical Football Manager, I'll be honest. So they're down in 18th, now 14th, obviously, with this victory. But they're just playing like the side they should be playing as. They don't play like this against the AI, do they? No, they don't. You can see the 2 wingers are pushing up nicely, which is good in an attack, but in a defensive manner, we're kind of being left a little bit. Well, I suppose we're not really too dissimilar to how Wrexham have formed up, really, on the pitch. Half-time, 2-0 Wrexham, not fantastic. We've dominated possession, but, I mean, we were... What's going on? What is going on? I'm making some changes. Mothersill, unfortunately, has been a little bit absent, so we're going to bring Tolaj on and see if he can... I'm probably pronouncing his name awfully, but see if he can make a few changes as a target forward and hold play up nicely. We'll start from there, aggressively hit the spacebar as we get the second half underway. And after 4 goals in the first game, we could do with a similar sort of turnaround here against Wrexham. We have played reasonably well so far. They've just had a couple of good chances and they've scored them. We've been in the game so much as we've had all of the possession. Look at that possession stat. 70. I've not really paid attention to the possession stats so far this season. 72%, 73% as we're 70 minutes in. And I need to make some changes because this game of football is quickly going away from us. Gamble can come back on. The gamble to play Hay has not worked out. I'm talking in riddles here. Maguire on the left-hand side can be replaced by Riley Owen, who was dropped because of fitness concerns. So he's back in the... He's not out the side, but he's back on the pitch. And Isgrove can come on the other flank as well. Freshen up the flanks. I mean, McClellan's been playing quite average. Spencer Adams back from his international duty. He can come in, and that's all the change we can make. 4 changes now with 25 minutes to go. Not 35 minutes to go, because that would be earlier in the game than we have. But we are quickly running out of time. I'm going to have to go attacking and demand more with the last 10 minutes. See if we can get a goal and pull ourselves back into this game before we get too far into this the last 10 minutes. Smith collects that ball. It's headed onto him. We're going to hopefully try and build from the back using all of this possession we've had so far to no avail. Long ball over the top rather than rolling out. Gamble nods it and he doesn't nod it down. Osario's taken a bit of a knock, but he's still sufficiently fit enough to not be subbed. Well, can't be subbed off to be brought off the pitch, so he's okay. Wisdom spreads it wide. That's a dangerous pass, but Spencer Adams has managed to collect it, and we'll go back again. He's done it again. That's 2 poor passes in as many seconds. Sorry, and Wrexham are going to catch us on the break. They've got them lining up in the centre, and Ollie Palmer has scored his second of the season rather than his first. So that's that one consolation at least. But this has been a pretty poor, typical away performance, in all honesty. And we're going to go out on a defeat. So, I'll wrap the episode up now, because we aren't going to score 3 goals in 2 minutes, or 5 minutes. We might even concede another one, which we have done. Tunnicliffe. First goal of the season. Seen that a lot today. 4-0 Wrexham. That's 8 goals conceded in 2 games. Maybe the formation is a little bit too open at the back. We'll assess that as we go forward. We're kind of hoping the midfielders act a little bit more defensively to bring things up and tighten them up. We don't really want to see the match stats. We've lost 4-0. There's not much. We didn't do ourselves proud today, and that's not all we asked for. We're training tomorrow. You don't deserve a day off. Get your butts to training and fix things. Phil Parkinson's very happy. My Swedish counterpart isn't. 9th place after those 2 games, 7 played. FA Cup, that's not what we're interested in. It's the league. Yeah, fantastic. Let's get to the league table. Let's show that we are 7th place. 7 games gone, 9th place in the table, 11 points. Still loads to play for. I'm not worried. We're not in any threat of relegation, I think, so far this season. We're going to go forward and jump towards probably Christmas now. We'll have pick out some good games. Maybe we've got Mansfield in October, maybe that one, or maybe a little bit closer towards the end of the year, and just sort of get some games under our belt. And when we've got something interesting off the pitch to show you, we will come back and have a look. But the run of games where we were winning at home has ended with that 4-4 draw, and our away form has continued to be pretty poor. Anyway, never mind. No goals in the second game against Wrexham. A convincing 4-0 victory from them, as we have come to expect. Never mind. We'll see you in the next episode where we'll come back and do some more games as SortitoutSI FC. And when we need to do some more things off the pitch in January, we'll potentially look at them. I don't think we're going to be making many signings because so far so good with the squad, aside from these results. But we'll see. Let me know in your comments if you're enjoying this series. Please subscribe and like this channel and video and all the above. And enjoy, and I'll be back with the next episode. See you then.